All right, everybody, it is coming up on spooky season, so I've got 3 books here that I absolutely loved that I think will be perfect for you to read this spooky season. Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury. Nothing says Halloween to me like this book. Basically, it follows 2 kids in rural Illinois and takes place a week before Halloween, where a traveling carnival comes to their small town. Of course, the 2 kids are the only ones to find out that the carnival is actually run by some dark entities, and of course the adults don't believe them. This book is so good. It is part coming-of-age tale, part kind of fear of human mortality, horror, all kind of told in the style of Run from the Villain, chiller horror style. The Fisherman by John Langan. Basically, it follows 2 widowers who both lost their families in tragic accidents, and they essentially bond and cope with their grief over their shared love of fishing. And they end up traveling together to a distant fishing creek where they've heard of some legends of the greatest fishing tale ever told. It really plays on the themes of grief, existential dread, and really what you'd be willing to give up to have a second chance. Aside from that, it's just so beautifully written. Reading this book, you really feel like you're just sitting at a diner with a cup of coffee with an old fisherman, and he's just recanting the tale of his greatest fishing excursion ever. The Auctioneer by Joan Sampson. Let me know in the comments if you've heard of this book. This was kind of a one-hit wonder. Unfortunately, the author actually died, I believe, of cancer months after this was published. It was featured in Grady Hendrix' Paperbacks from Hell. So this one follows a couple that lives on a farm in a small town, and a smooth-talking businessman rolls into town and decides he wants to make life better for everybody in town. He starts by helping people unclutter their barns, their garages, their attics, and essentially selling all of their items in the city. And he gives them a cut, he keeps a cut, and he invests a cut back into the town. But as the book goes on, this businessman, this auctioneer that comes to town, continuously increases in his power and influence. It's such a poisonous little story. It plays on the themes of greed and powerlessness and helplessness. And honest to God, it'll have you wanting to reach through the pages and punch almost every character in this book. Nobody in this book is a good guy, and that makes it for a really twisted tale.